1 out of 4 human beings with their hands on bars, shackled, in the world are locked up here in the land of the free.
Khalif Browder was walking home from a party when he was stopped by police.
Then they said, we're going to take you to the precinct, and most likely we're going to let you go home, and then I never went home.
The 13th Amendment to the Constitution makes it unconstitutional for someone to be held as a slave. There are exceptions, including criminals.
The loophole was immediately exploited. What you got after that was a rapid transition to a mythology of black criminality.
Some people got the real problem.
Animals, beasts that needed to be controlled.
You better believe it.
I'm only human.
It became virtually impossible for a politician to run and appear soft on crime.
The kinds of kids that are called super predators.
Millions of dollars will be allocated for prison and jail facilities.
3 strikes and you are out.
It was an enormous burden on the black community, but it also violated a sense of core fairness.
Some people got the real problem.
The states were required to keep these prisons filled, even if nobody was committing a crime.
It's so difficult to talk about mass incarceration because it has become heavily monetized.
I'm only human.
The focus is on taking people from prison, putting them in community corrections, parole and probation.
How much progress is it really if now there's a private company making money off the GPS monitor?
We now have more African Americans under criminal supervision than all the slaves back in the 1850s.
I'm only human.
We are the products of the history that our ancestors chose. Products of that set of choices that we have to understand in order to escape from it.
We should go looking somewhere high. I'm only human. After all, don't put the blame on me.
This documentary shines a very bright light on 2 fundamental issues going on in our country. The power of money and its influence on profitable incarceration and ultimately perpetual slavery. I think it did a fabulous job of being virtually opinion-free and making a point to stay focused on facts. That said, I think you have to be open to the information. By that, whether you lean right or left, it's best to digest this documentary with an open mind free of your own political thoughts and opinions. Its foundation is about slavery and how it plays a role in modern events. It suggests that slavery never went away, it merely reinvented itself to keep up with the times, always having financial gain being the catalyst for its continued existence. It really shines when it presents its case on how mass incarceration is today's slavery. The direct correlation between labor-based slavery of yesteryear and labor-based incarceration of today is frightening in regards to similarity. You can deny it if you choose to, but if you continue to do so after seeing this presentation, then it's simply because you deny fact. When Colin Kaepernick protested the flag, though I'm a black man, I was offended by his stance. After watching this documentary, however, I look at his point of view with a different lens. I don't entirely agree with his approach, but I have to admit that oppression in this country is still very alive and well. I think too many people look at oppression in traditional views like slavery and the Holocaust. But in my opinion, you have to appreciate oppression as the complexity that it is, in order to acknowledge its existence. Again, this documentary does an excellent job of making that case. I won't delve too deep into why, I would just simply recommend watching it. Word of caution, however. This documentary doesn't pull its punches. It's very dark, very disconcerting regarding politics, and if it hits you right, it will make you angry and sad all at once. My 2 children stayed in the forefront of my mind while watching this, and my heart bled for them throughout, seeing what kind of world that awaits them. I try to be optimistic about light being brought to this issue in such a well put together way, but I believe that we as a country still have a ways to go, seeing that someone like Trump could get so close to being president. Overall, this documentary is very important and should be seen by everyone able. Whether you lean right or left, you cannot deny some of the dirty deals made by politicians to keep their pockets lined via profitable incarceration. Real change needs to happen without question, but this documentary drives home the point that as long as the almighty dollar rules, don't expect much change anytime soon.